This is Jose Trujillo, the world's greatest living artist. I was doing this little painting earlier just to see what's up. And so, yeah, let's keep doing this. Let's keep doing some work. I'm going to paint another one. Just for fun. Pourquoi? Pour fun. Pourquoi? For fun. That's pourquoi. Pourquoi for fun. All right, let's do this. This is a 12 by 16 canvas, stretch canvas. We're gonna paint some oils, and we're gonna do some florals. And let's do this, baby. Come on, baby. I ordered some dinner already, so I'm gonna have dinner in the studio. As a good artist should. Have dinner in your studio, artists. Don't be spending time, don't be wasting time somewhere else out there. Have the dinner in the studio. Just joking, whatever works for you. I was telling my wife, baby, I think I'm tired. She's like, well, dude, you've been staying up, like, you've been staying up all night. I'm like, oh damn, I have, huh? Yeah. I was like, so that's probably why I'm tired. Because I feel like I felt earlier like I didn't have any will to paint, any real, I didn't feel like it. And then I started paying attention to it, and I was like, dude, I am tired. But I feel better right now. Just gonna eat something, and then boom, baby. Look at that. Look at those flowers. Ooh la la. Le fleur. Le fleur. Le fleur de lis. Speaking of lis, hello Elise. Elise Luck. What's up? What's up, John? How's it going? I'm gonna say hi to my friends on Instagram. Let me wave un dos. There we go. Un dos. What's up, Ron Bon Art, Darius, M. Claire. All right, we have some people in the house. Let's do this. Let's do this. Hi, Rose. All right, let's do this. I'm going to get my brush out, and the whole thing is just fun. Okay, the whole thing is just fun. Just brushing in there. That's really the whole thing. That's what the whole thing is about. Really, just brush. Look, brush, 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 brush. It's all brushing. Brush, 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 brush. So some people get this thing wrong. Sometimes I've gotten it wrong too, where you think that you don't need to brush that much because it looks like I only gave it a couple of brush strokes, but it's not really true. And people even tell me, have you counted your brush strokes? I'm like, dude, I can't count my brush strokes. They're too many. And people say, no, they're not. There's just a few brush strokes. I'm like, nope. I make it seem like there's just a few brush strokes. But the reality is that there's a lot of brush strokes. Look at all these brush strokes. It looks like there's not enough brush strokes, because the last ones make it look super minimalist. The last brush strokes that I put on a painting, like this, like stuff like this, makes it look like there was only just a handful of brush strokes. So people get a little confused about this thing. Hola, Rosalia. Rosalia. Look at that. I'll tell you why right now. Why I don't believe in this whole just a couple of brush strokes thing. I'll tell you right now. Look at that. So it does give this little illusion that there's a couple of brush strokes happening only. But if you if you're an artist who knows what's happening here, you'll know that it's not a couple of brush strokes. It looks, man, I got caught up in that brush stroke thing, huh? Maybe somebody hurt my feelings. I don't know. Somebody hurt my feelings in a Facebook group or something. one of those Facebook groups. I've been talking smack about them all day. Muy bueno, muchas gracias. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into some of that vegetation. Okay, we're gonna say it in Francois. See that? Boom, baby. That's how it's done, son. Very simple. Man, I feel like I feel good. You know when you feel good and you're like, you know what you're doing is right? That's how I feel. And I feel like this a lot of the time. I feel like this a lot of the time. I'm like, man, I feel like I'm doing something good here. I don't even know what I'm doing. Most of the time I'm just confused. But it just, there's a feeling that makes me love what I do. And I'm always scratching my head because I'm like, dude, how people even pay me to do this? So it's like even more weird. All I'm doing is pushing paint around. That's what it feels like. Look at that. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I've been having a wonderful day. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Mucho bueno. I've been having one of those, what do they call them? One of those blessed days. I think everybody has a blessed day every day. But, you know, it's just a matter of seeing it. Feel like it's like Groundhog Day. You know, if you don't see it, it looks like crap every day. It's like, oh my God, I hate my life. I hate the way things are going. Uh, but if you start looking at the, I don't know. This is just me saying, you know, just speaking out loud, thinking out loud, or whatever. Speaking out loud. Yeah, I guess that too. It just feels really good when you start acknowledging what's in front of you. And the way you really just pay attention to it is by playing. This is how I've learned to play this little game called, you know, painting or art. I realize that it's a game of it's like skating, like ice skating. You know, you just play with that brush. You know, look at it. Just play with it. See, so that idea of one brushstroke painting, it's not true. You want to brush as much as possible because you're having fun with it. It's just that the approach is it's minimalist. But you want to brush as much as possible because it feels so damn good to play with it. Oh, thank you. Messi. Thank you so much. Yeah, the background color is like, it just ties the whole. I mean, this is a match made in heaven. You know, green, red, blue, purple, blue. This is a match made in heaven. I could not have put this together anywhere better. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much, Alicia. I even got Pancho Villa to hang out with us. I love that. Oh, thank you so much, Sacred Songlines. How's it going? Let's put some of this blue. Le blue. But someone's gonna notice I can't speak French for shit. I cannot speak a single word in Francois. But I'm always joking around with Le Francois. And then every now and then I get someone who's actually can speak French, and they're like, "What the hell are you saying?" I'm like, "Don't worry about it. It's part of the artiste." It's part of the artiste. Don't even worry about it. Besides, someone already told me that I was like Monet incarnate or something like that. Someone who sees, what do they call it, past lives? So I guess I do deserve a little French, a little Francois. People that can see past lives, man, I love that. They come up with the coolest stories. I'm like, what past life? They're like, no, yeah, you used to be Monet in your past life. I was like, you're bananas, dude. No, they're like, yeah. I was like, dude, I'm Mexican. How in the hell am I? If anything, I could have been Pancho Villa, but not Monet. Come on. Monet ain't got nothing on me. Yeah. But I love that brushstroke porn. There we go. Well, thank you so much. What could this be? Could this be poppies? Maybe, huh? I don't know. We're gonna call them les poppies for right now. Man, the other day I painted some bougainvillea. I love that floral. You guys have to see this up close. I'm gonna give you an up close shot right now. Give me a second. Y'all got to see this up close. Let me just get some of that lighter stuff. You just have to see this up close. Check it out. Son amapolas, ¿verdad? Es lo que yo digo, pues. What's up? What's happening, Jay? What's happening, Jay? How's it going, Jane? Thank you so much, Jane. Bruce and Doris Kennedy, how's it going? Thank you for hanging out. And Claire Warner, what's up, Warner? All right, here we go. So check it out. Let's do a little up close here. Here, let me bring some light because I feel like we need some more light. There we go. Look at that. And it's something. Look at that one. This is almost like a balloon, just kind of deflating into the ether. Is it available for sale? It is. So the paintings that I create here, I go and I put them on auction. But if somebody wants them before I put them on auction, they are available, and I make them available for $250, shipping included anywhere in the U.S. So any of the paintings that you see here are available before they go to auction. They're going to go to auction in about 2 hours, 3 hours tops. So all of the paintings that, you know, when you guys see me painting something, they are available for $250. But if nobody buys them, right, I only make them available for a few hours, and then they go to auction, and I start the auctions at $1. But now you're gonna have to fight for it, right? Because someone else is gonna want it too. And the reason I make it $250 because it's not because that's the retail price of the painting. It measures 12 by 16 inches. The retail price of the painting is more. When I sell them in galleries, they're sold for more. But I average $250 for the painting because that's what I end up averaging many times on my auctions. So I work on averages there to make everything fair. If that makes any sense. I hope that makes sense. So there it is. Now at an auction you could get it for, you know, I don't know, $60. Or if someone else really wants it, you're gonna have to fight for it. And I don't know, anywhere between 60 and $400 or $500. Sometimes they go for more, but somewhere around there. And so it just depends. Oh, thank you so much, Jay. You know it. Yeah, absolutely. They're definitely worth more than $250. And yeah, let's paint another one. Why don't we paint another one since we're moving? Might as well do another one. Let's do a painting. Come on, guys. Let's do a painting. Okay, fine. All right, here we go. We're gonna do another one. Yeah, it's gonna be on eBay tonight. If you don't want me to put it on eBay, go ahead and send me a DM, a message, a direct message on Instagram. If you're watching this on YouTube, the painting is gone. There's no chance you're gonna get it anymore. You know, no way. Unless you go to eBay, maybe, I don't know, but there's no way you can get it anymore. But if you're watching this live right now, of course you can get it. So let's paint another. Oh my God, I have to put my signature in there. Boom, there's a signature. Can't wait to put my signature. This signature es mucho bueno, my friends. I've been practicing that puppy for about 20 years plus. If I can paint something, it's my signature. If I can paint something good, it's my signature. All right, so here we go. Let's paint one more. Uno más. Let's see what happens with this one. This one can be a very good painting too. We're gonna make it 12 by 16 inches as well to stay with the We're gonna make it 12 by 16 inches to stay with the trend of the 12 by 16 inches right now. Here we go. There we go. All right, let's do this. So this one we're gonna make a little boat, okay? I've been thinking about a little boat. And so we're gonna go into the little boat. And here we go. Again, very simple. Very, very simple. Little mast. Is this the size you usually prefer to paint? For the auctions, I do smaller sizes, this size, 16 by 20, due to the shipping. Not because I can't paint larger ones, but usually when I paint larger ones, some people don't want to pay more for shipping, you know, and so I try to keep the shipping low. If I paint something much larger for an auction, it tends to sometimes, you know, tends to gear people out of it. Only because of the shipping. Look at that. And so that's the idea. My God, it's getting noisy in my studio already. Okay, so again, against the popular idea that it's a couple of brush strokes, it's not. It's a bunch of brush strokes, but the approach is very simple. Storing space, yeah, storing space, but I don't mind the storing space. I have a fairly large studio. I have over 3,500 square feet of studio here, and so the large space can help me with that. Give me a second. Hey man, can you keep that a little bit? Thank you. All right, let's keep going. Got my kid in the other room having some fun on the Xbox with his friends. I love to hear him laugh. I love hearing him laugh. It's just that sometimes he goes bananas and he'll start screaming at his friends, and he's at that age where they're using 4-letter words now, and so he goes super banana, like he's old man. That's what he calls me. He says I'm the old man. I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? I'm not even 40. Even if I was young at heart. And sometimes people ask me if I have a parrot in here because of all the screaming. A parrot. That's the one that made me laugh the most. That was a good one. I've been telling my wife that I wanted a parrot for the longest time, a parakeet. But people told me not to do it because I guess they're very sensitive to fumes and smells. Although my paint doesn't have that much fumes, but still, you know, I don't want to endanger a little bird. So I got out of the idea of getting a parakeet. I just love how they walk, you know, because I wanted him to be like walking on the, you know, they walk really interesting. They put their hands in their back. That's what it looks like with their heads down. That would have made me super happy to have in the studio. A little buddy like that, walking up and down. I would put him like right here. Well, probably not here because he would poop all over the place, but that'd be nice. Have him walking. I just love to see how parakeets walk. They're hilarious. They look like older men that are drunk. Older men that are drunk. I don't know. They have a certain way of walking. The parakeet would be a distraction? Yeah, totally. It would be a total distraction. For me, it would be a total distraction. I probably would get very, very little work done playing around with the parakeet. And I was like, why don't I just get a parrot and then teach him how to say like bad words in Spanish? That'd be hilarious. All those 4-letter words in Spanish. He'd be my bud. Some people don't think it's funny, but I think it's hilarious. They do never put that together. So what I found out about painting for me is to keep scratching the same area. Keep scratching it. You know, the same area. Like don't. Usually, what we try to do with painting, because the idea of realism is so ingrained in us over centuries, is that we try to like achieve some sort of realism, and with a few brushstrokes or whatever. And what I found out is that you get a sense of movement, which I find more realistic in my idea. A sense of movement when you keep scratching, when you keep brushing and brushing and brushing, and you keep scratching, you keep finding out something very interesting. This idea started getting it from some of the painters that I really admire, including Lucien Freud. I think is how you pronounce his name, Freud. And I could see that in his paintings, and I know I've read about it too, but I could see in his paintings that he just overkilled the painting. Oh, I got it. Give me a second, guys. I gotta get some food out here. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay, here I am. Sorry about that, guys. Had to go get some. Had to go get my dinner outside. All right. Let's keep moving so that we can do this painting. So yeah, that's the whole idea. The whole idea is just to keep brushing until the painting starts showing itself. It's not really me. The painting will start showing itself. And you got to be patient with it when you're creating it, of course, because otherwise you're going to tend to rush it, or even worse, stay with it but not really do anything. So you want to keep moving. Okay, I'll show you what I mean. So there's something first, which is filling space, which is what we do as artists, right? We fill space. There's blank space right there. We fill it, but that's not painting. Okay, that's almost like an underpainting, like priming it. Then you have to keep moving into it over and over until the painting starts taking form. But the painting starts taking form because you keep coming back to it. Again, it's something that I really admire from some painters that I've seen throughout my career. It's just that many people do it and they take forever to get to that part. And I realize that if I just keep moving, you don't take forever to get to that part. This is what I mean. You see, you come back to it. And regardless of what you're doing, whatever you're doing, everything is perfect because it is. There's nothing wrong you can do. Because all you're doing is coming back to it. You're coming back to it over and over and over again until the painting starts revealing itself to you. It's not that I'm trying to paint something. It's almost like what Michelangelo used to say. He was removing the dust or the stone to reveal the angel. Well, in a painting, what I've noticed is that you paint. You move, and then the painting starts sculpting itself. It's a very interesting thing that I've noticed that over the years. I started tapping into that. And so what most people do when they're creating their work, one of the common mistakes, especially when you're starting out, is that you want to see the painting revealed to you right away with very minimal brushwork. And I think it takes more than very minimal brushwork to get that painting to start revealing itself, to start showing itself to you.
How long does it take for wood to dry?
Give it, well, it's cold right now, Equal, so you're gonna have to give it a couple of hours. See, so you keep coming back to it. Remember the little mask that I did? And it's now a whole different thing. Oh, I'm glad. Yeah, it's people make it very difficult. I know because I've done this my entire career. I did that, made it very difficult. from time to time I slip into it and I make it difficult, and I have to, a little bit more practice. Usually when I do that is when I don't paint as often. When I paint a few days in a row and then I stop a couple of days or whatever. But then I get back in the groove right away. Because what a painting needs is paint. And I think people have this idea that you need to be clever with a painting. You don't need to be clever with it. You need to put paint on it. You see, you need to put paint. Regardless of what you're doing, it's only going to show your level of your skill level, your creativity. It doesn't matter what level you're in, it's going to show it. Just because I'm painting something over and over and I go back to it and I keep painting doesn't mean it's going to look like Sorolla's paintings. Of course not. I didn't have Sorolla's school, right, or talent. I have my own, and so my own is going to come out. I don't need Sorolla's. So my own thing is going to come out just like your own thing is going to come out. You see? You keep moving and you keep moving, and it's almost, I joke around and I call it in Spanish, amasar la pintura. You gotta mix that dough. Amasar la pintura. See that? Go back to it. And what I'm doing is I'm finding out all the things that I couldn't see when I was just staring at the canvas. Now some people say, oh, I want to paint first and then so that whatever works for you. But what I have found out is I'm not afraid of the white canvas. It's not that I'm afraid, it's that I can't see anything. I can only start seeing things as I'm painting them. It's like moving in a road. You don't know where to turn or how fast to go or whatever until you're in front of it. You have to be in front of it. Kind of like driving or something. See? So I keep coming back to it. And the nuances are showing up. Those little colors, those little things, those start showing up. And you can't hurry them. It's not a matter of hurrying them. You just gotta keep brushing. This is not a matter of hurrying. Sometimes people get that mixed up too, and they're like, oh, okay, so what I gotta do is I gotta paint really fast. No, what you gotta do is you gotta keep painting so that the painting shows itself to you. The painting starts revealing itself. Do you paint under special lighting? Yeah, I guess I use daylight bulbs, just because it feels like daylight, See, so the little nuances start showing up. Those little things you couldn't see before. And it really is the only reason why there is so much texture in the painting. There's texture because I keep coming back to it and coming back to it and coming back to it. That's really the only reason there's any texture. I'm trying to unveil the painting, one brushstroke at a time. The painting is trying to show me something. And sometimes I get so much in the groove that I don't think about it, and so it appears that I'm just gliding, but it's just because I'm in the groove, I'm in that zone. Sometimes I get in there. I don't quite feel like that right now as much, but sometimes I just start getting in there, And what you realize is that you never cleaned the brush. You know, you don't need to, because you're doing you're painting in a fearless state, so you don't need to pause that much, and on and on. Sometimes I get in there and I can feel it. I can feel it very strong. It's almost like a rush. But regardless of, I don't need to get in there. I don't need to be in the zone all the time. What I need to do is just calmly paint. That's why the texture is so prevalent in my paintings. It's not that I'm trying to put texture in there. And so people get me wrong when when I teach this stuff and they start painting, they automatically want to put all kinds of texture into the painting right away. So they're skipping steps. And this thing is something that you work up. You start working it up. Start from the bottom. And then the time that you know that you're finished, it's just a little nudge. You just feel it. You know, you feel it that you're done. When you feel like you're doing things that just are unnecessary, you start feeling it, and then you know you're done. At some point, things start feeling unnecessary. It's kind of a conversation, you know, when you feel like you have nothing more to say. You end the conversation, or you pause. You don't need to continue saying something. The life of a conversation is the meaningful things that are said, not the sound of the voice. Just like company, right? The root of company is being there with someone. Not occupying space only, but being there as the space with someone. There it is. Very simple. And something that I like to do is, I don't know why I do this, I started thinking about it a little bit, but something that I like to do is tie it somewhere. I feel it's important to anchor our boats from time to time. Tie them somewhere. And there it is. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it takes about 3 weeks to dry before shipping. Thank you so much, Alicia. Hello from India. How's it going, Marina? Good to see you here. Yeah, it's just a little conversation. There it is. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody. This painting will be available on eBay, and the auction is going to start at $1. But if you want the painting before I get it to the auction, it's $250, and I can ship it to you anywhere in the US. You don't have to pay extra shipping or anything like that. The price is $250, including shipping in the US. Okay, if you're in Canada or somewhere else, please do contact me, because shipping something to Canada is it takes a little bit more than a couple of bucks. So please do contact me. All right, or elsewhere. Just shipped. I just shipped a bunch of stuff to Tokyo, and that's always fun. Yeah, so I'm shipping all over the world. I've been doing it for over 10 years, and it's a lot of fun. And so there it is, my friends. Thank you so much, everybody. Stay well, take care, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Oh, so, some people want to see the palette, so let me just show you the palette real quick. Look how messy that is. So I got walnut oil. I use walnut oil. So that's the palette. There's my heater because it's cold. All right, my friends. Take care. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.